My name is Scott Folan, and I am playing Jeremy here in Be More Chill. Phenomenal. The cast are so lovely. I've made such good friends, and that's really important for feeling comfortable in the room enough to make art. When you've got a group of people around you who are so lovely. But most importantly, the creative team are beautiful, and so I was just saying that they love to just be no, do your thing. I know they've done it 1,000 times before, but they're still find a fresh take, do your thing, and if we have an idea, we'll chuck it in. I haven't heard once. We've been here for a week and a half, and I haven't yet heard, oh, but Will did. And that was my biggest fear going in, because there's 2 Wills, and I was do I have to change my name? But I haven't yet once heard oh no, someone else did this in the past. It's all oh my God, no, you do you. We'll find it around you because you're the actors and you're the humans doing it. And I think that's the beauty of this show as well, is the human beings who are a part of it. I was bullied. We all were. I mean, we're all creatives. We all were. From year 7 to year 11. If you're watching in America, that's what, age 11 to 16, which is 5 years of my life, which made me want to become an actor and want to become this I'm going to sing and dance, which is I see myself in Christine and I see myself in Jeremy. But I needed help when I was younger. And I was glad I didn't get offered a script because I fear I may have taken it. But I needed help and I got it and I became who I am today, who I hope is a better person than I was. So yeah, it's really lovely to draw on things I've gone through and see little Scotty become big Scotty and become Jeremy. But I also want to say it's not a musical for kids. Because as you say, I'm an adult now, which is weird to say, but I still relate to the story so beautifully, and even people who are a generation older than me, or even generations above, will go, oh my God, yeah, I felt that last year, or I'm going through that now with my new work, my new job, and it's such a beautifully relatable story that anyone can get behind, and that's why it's so good. And that's why you should come and see it. Energetic, beautiful, sci-fi, extravaganza, and the final one, relatable. Let's go with relatable because I really like it.
Hello, I'm Millie O'Connell and I will be playing Chloe Valentine. Chloe, she is top of the food chain in school. She's most popular girl in school, but she's always got to have her bestie, Brooke, who's played by Eloise Davis, who is actually one of my real life besties. So that's amazing to work beside her. And she looks like she's secure in herself, but actually she's got some insecurities. And during the show, you kind of see this tough, mean girl, you see these layers to her. And I think that's really lovely that for the audience to be able to see a character like that actually go through real life things, real life insecurities, real life heartbreak, jealousy, current emotions that, we all feel. And I think she is real. She's really finds herself by the end, I think. Yeah, absolutely. I think when you're playing characters that you can actually, you say if I read the script and I go, that line sounds familiar, because it's either something I've said or I've heard when my mates say, and to have something relatable like that and so close to home, I love it, because you really get to adapt and put it onto yourself and make it your own, because it is your own. Because you read the script and you're literally like, oh my God, I say stuff like this. It's brilliant. It's such a current script. So yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think I feel lucky more than anything that I have been in a show that the message is so powerful, and I get to be involved in another show that there are so many messages, subliminal or relatable, in this show, that at least if one person can walk out of this audience and go, that scene made me feel more, I related to that as a person and I feel more comfortable in myself, or this character went through it, it's real life. We go through that. If at least one person will walk out and I've made them happy, then that's my job done. So yeah, carrying that with me, I think, is really important, because I got to do that on 6 as well, and I get to do it again. Okay. Electric, sci-fi, comical, powerful, and relatable. Yeah, those are my 5 words now, currently in rehearsal, because I'm loving it, and it is so relatable, and it's just real and funny and weird. And it's weird. That's the main one. It's weird, and I'm a weirdo.
Hello, I am Miracle Chance, and I play Christine Canigula.
Okay, so Christine is like
She's a theatre nerd. Like we all like relate to her. I think in our industry. But she's a bit of an outsider, but she really owns the fact that she's an outsider. She's not like, I'm an outsider and I'm a, like, you know, boo-hoo. She's like, I'm an outsider. Yeah, and I like it. And I think it's awesome because she's the kind of character where you're not expecting that. You don't usually have like loads of strength, but she also represents the kind of the people who are thinking. They're in their head. They're constantly searching for more. They want to know everything. They want to know about World War II. They want to know about ancient Egypt, and she kind of represents those people who are like in their head and they're constantly striving and maybe aren't as present in the world. Do you know what I mean? Because they're like in their fairy kingdom, I guess. 100%. Like that's the thing. Like I think everyone in the cast can say that they at least relate to Christine because, like we're saying, she's the kid at like high school where it's like, or secondary school as we say here, where she's like waiting for the cast list to go up, like, oh my goodness, like the first person at the door at like acting class, you know, like so keen like to play Tree 3. So it's awesome to be able to step into a role that I really can relate to. It doesn't happen much, but you can always find the essence of a character. But when you're like, yes, this feels comfortable, it's nice. It's like comedy, sci-fi, like teen extravaganza palaver with a whole lot of like madness.
I'm Stephen Brackett, and I'm the director of Be More Chill. It's really exciting. You know, I love musical theater that is forward thinking and that is working on kind of keeping the form modern. And certainly the content is really modern, but actually the structure of the musical is pretty classical. But it's been a real joy to have the opportunity to kind of keep looking into this material, and we try to adapt it always and try to make it better with each stop that we take. Yeah, you know, it was an interesting moment for us to say, do we try to shift the location of this to the place where we're playing? And it became really important to us that it feels so deeply American. And my hope is that there is somewhat of the same pleasure that I as an American have watching The Crown, right? You know, we love British things, we love content about the UK. And so hopefully there's somewhat of a synchronicity in terms of the return of that. And so we've been adapting some references that feel like they don't really register here. Like nobody in our cast knows what a hot pocket is. So we're doing small changes like that, but keeping it fundamentally pretty American. Yeah, you know, I'm hopeful. I think that there's a real power in a younger theater audience. I think that this show has appeal for a wider audience. It has a real great appeal for an older audience. But I'm hopeful that we see that younger audience represented in our crowd. You know, only time will tell. I think we're not really going to see that or feel that until we get into the theater and start previews. But I'm hoping we get that energy. Heartfelt, strange, exuberant, bright, and soulful.
Hi, I'm Stuart Clark. I'm playing the Squip in Be More Chill. Basically, if you fed Heathers and Mean Girls to the Little Shop of Horrors plan and gave it like a sci-fi twist, like The Matrix, you'd get that's Be More Chill. It's a story about high school angst, everything that comes along with that. But also on that, there's this crazy sci-fi wish fulfillment element going on as well, which makes it into this trippy story. I think there's something about the globalized theatrical scene at the moment. Spotify is a global thing. Cast albums, global thing. Everyone listens to them, everyone enjoys them. And that was where Be More Chill got its start, with the cast album of the Two Rivers production. And I think just as many musical theatre fans in the UK have heard that as America and are hungry for this production. I think, it's set in American high school, but the story's universal, the relatability of the characters is universal. Okay, maybe my character's not quite so universal, being a supercomputer from Japan, but, you know, most of the characters, I think everyone could find someone that they identify with during their school years. So it's a pretty universal story. Vibrant, spooky, techno, effervescent, I don't know where that came from, and relatable.